Good evening, swim and dive fans, and welcome to Rosemount Middle School for tonight's meet between the Tigers of Farmington High School and your Rosemount Irish. This meet is being conducted under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League, and we remind all participants, coaches, and fans to observe good sportsmanship through tonight's event. Your official this evening is Mike Newman. Leading your Rosemount Irish are captains Josh Kobian, Jonas Kottsmith, Ethan Ockwig, and Carter Sikorsky. Rosemount is coached by head coach Jake Kemna, assistant coaches Emily Gabriel and Jeff Nelson, diving coach Dan Monahan, and strength and conditioning coach Dr. Tim Conboy. We request that you turn your cell phones to silent mode and please be quiet for the beginning of each race and before each dive. Please, no flash photography. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand, remove your caps, and sing along as we honor our nation and those who have served defending our freedom, singing the national anthem. Thank you. Diving warm-ups will begin shortly. We will have our diving competition followed by the swimming portion of tonight. All right, again, apologize for that. We had some technical difficulties, we will call it, with the live stream, but we are back up and running. If you're subscribed and you hit that bell, you would have gotten the new stream. So it looks like people are starting to come back on. Diving is just warming up, so you didn't really miss much. They're going to go through their warm-ups here a little bit, and then we'll be on our way. It is senior night tonight. We've got a number of people in the stands. Of course, senior parents are here. The seniors are here swimming. And as we go through, we'll throw some of the seniors up on the screen, some of their poster boards that we took pictures of earlier tonight. Our senior spotlight tonight is Jonas Cottsmith. This is the second to the last. This is Farmington tonight, and then next Friday is Egan, so that will be our last senior spotlight. But tonight will be Jonas Cottsmith for the senior spotlight. We'll watch the divers here for a few minutes, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, our order for tonight's diving. In first position will be Zach Manwaran. Second position will be Will Kerrigan. And third position will be Lucas Gurton. Up first for our first round of diving is Zach with a 301C reverse dive tuck 1.6. Scores 4 and 4. Up next is Will with a 302C reverse somersault tuck 1.6. Scores 4.5 and 4. Lucas with a 301C reverse dive tuck 1.6. Scores 5 and 6. Starting round number 2 is Zach with a 302C reverse one somersault tuck 1.6. Scores 4 and 3.5. Will with a 401B inward dive pike 1.5. Scores 4, 4.5. Lucas with a 104B front 2 somersault pike 2.3. Scores 4 and 5. Starting round number 3 is Zach with a 103C front, 1.5 somersault tuck, 1.6. Scores 4, 4.5. Will with a 52-31D back, 1.5 somersault with a half twist, free 2.1. Scores 3, 4.5. Lucas with a 105C front, 2.5 somersault tuck, 2.4. Scores 5.5, 6.5. Starting round number 4 is Zach with a 202A back, 1 somersault straight, 1.7. Scores 3.5 and 4. Will with a 203C back, 1.5 somersault tuck, 2.0. Scores 3, 3.5. Lucas with a 51-32D front, 1.5 somersault, 1 twist, free 2.2. Scores 5, 5.5. Starting round number 5 is Zach with a 401C inward dive tuck, 1.4. Scores 4, 4.5. Will with a 403C inward, 1.5 somersault tuck, 2.2. Scores 3.5, 4. Lucas Lucas with a 52-33D back, 1.5 somersault, 1.5 twist, free 2.5. Scores 6 and 6.5. Starting our final round of diving for this evening is Zach with a 402C inward, 1 somersault tuck, 1.6. Scores 4 and 4. Will with a 103C front, 1.5 somersault tuck, 1.6. 103C. Scores 4.5, 5. Final dive of the evening is Lucas with a 403C inward, 1.5 tuck, 2.2. Scores 6, 6.5. That concludes diving for this evening. We'll have a 5 to 10 minute break to get the pool back together and a little bit of a warm up, and then we will start the swimming session immediately after that. All right, everyone. Looks like we got about 30 people on the live stream now. Thank you for joining back. If there's ever any problem and it does go dark like that for some reason because of me, just go back to the main Irish swim and dive. And it's true for anything if you follow Riptide or Blackline or, University of Connecticut or whatever. Just go back to their main YouTube page and it should come up just fine. So again, apologies for that. Hopefully we won't have that problem again. Again, we got a little bit of a warm-up here, and then we are going to start with the swimming portion. It is senior night tonight, and so we've got the poster boards. If you are a parent that's been here for a while and you've done senior night before, you know that they have poster boards, they have speeches, food, drink, the whole bit. It's a good time. Of course, with COVID, we have to do things a little different, so we're going to do the senior speeches and the boys handing the parents the rose or the flower all here in the pool tonight. Parents will be in the stands. The senior boys will be on the aluminum stands just down below them, but we'll have that all on the live stream for you. We're going to throw a couple of kids up during the break here. These are the posters. And you can see Michael Hokinson there, and there's Josh Cobian. We'll put those up here for a few minutes. See if you can see those. These are out in the hallway, along with about 600 cupcakes. So up on your screen, again, I think I was starting to say, the poster boards are out in the main hallway, along with, like I said, about 600 cupcakes. I think each family's getting 6. There's about 30 families. If my Rosemount arithmetic still holds true, I believe that's, 180? Green and gold cupcakes out there in the hallway tonight. So these are 2 of our seniors, Josh and Michael, Josh Cobian, Michael Hokinson. And as we go through the breaks, I will put up a couple more. So we will hide them right now. I'm going to get Jonas and Jagger up on the screen for you. Jonas Cott-Smith. And Jagger Thompson. Got double duty tonight. I'm doing the live stream as well as the announcing, so some of our senior parents can enjoy the meet, watch their son for the second to last time as a Rosemount High School swimmer or diver. So I'm going to do my best to do both here, so bear with me. Event number 2, which is going to be up here in a few minutes, is the 200 Medley Relay. It's going to be 1 heat. Of course, again, that's backstroke, breast, butterfly, and free. Back breast fly free. So backstroke leading off in lane number 3 will be David Goodburn. In lane number 4, Matthew Warwig. In lane number 5, Carter Sikorsky. Again, our senior spotlight will be Jonas Cott-Smith tonight. I'll put him up at the break after the after the 50 freestyle and before the 100 butterfly. That's generally a time of diving, but it ends up being about a 5 to 7 minute break. So at that time, again, we'll do the senior spotlight. That will be Jonas Cott-Smith. All right, we're getting close here, just waiting for the okay from the official. Again, Mike Newman is our official tonight. Minnesota State High School League official. And again, the 200 medley relay is our first event of the evening for swimming. We've got Principal Roback and Dr. Tim Conboy in the audience tonight, watching from the pool deck. So that's always great to see. This is event number 2, the boys 200-yard medley relay. This is Varsity, heat 1 of 1. Leading off in lane number 3 in the backstroke is David Goodburn. In lane number 4, Matthew Warwig. And in lane number 5, Carter Sikorsky. The Irish boys are hyped up tonight. There's a bunch of noise coming from behind the blocks. That's great to see. Here comes Matthew leading the group here. And off goes Brennan Worth, which this might be his first swim of the season. Lane number 3 in the breaststroke, Quinlan Schroeder. In lane number 4, Brennan Worth. And in lane number 5, Jonas Cottsmith. Brennan has been out with some injuries, so it's great to see him back in the water. Lane number 3 in the butterfly, Spencer Rudd. Lane 4, Jacob Olson. And just entering the water in lane number 5, Ethan Ockwig. Jacob with a pretty good lead here for Evan. Evan's going to go last here in the lane number 4. In lane number 4 in the water now is Evan Kinseth. Lane number 3, Josh Sikorsky. And in lane number 5, entering the water is Michael Hokinson. And Evan is going to touch for the team at 1:45.47. Josh Sikorsky at 1:53.02. And Michael Hokinson at 1:59.90. Up next is event number 4, the boys 200-yard freestyle. This is the varsity heat. This is event number 4, the boys 200-yard freestyle varsity heat 1 of 1. Sorry, folks, you're going to hear me repeating myself a little bit tonight with having to do double duty. In lane number 3 is going to be senior Josh Cobian. Lane number 4, Sullivan Labno. And in lane number 5, 11th grader Parker Pedersen. Sullivan out with the early lead here, turning in lane number 4 at the 50 at 24.86. That's a good start. Josh turning next down in 3 at 27.40. And Parker at 28.28 up there in lane number 5.
See how these boys do. I know they did so well last week. I know Jake got a little bit nervous that they did too well. And so he beat the living you-know-what out of them this week. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond. Sometimes they respond by something faster. Sullivan turning at 27.87. Josh at 57.34 for the 100. 29.94 for the 50. And Parker turning at 31.02. 3 lengths in the pool left for Sullivan. Oh, we got Miss Allison Warwick from Australia back on the line here. Welcome, Allison. She says, let's go, Matthew. All right, 2 lengths left in the pool for Sullivan. Turns at 29.01. He's going to be well under that 2-minute mark, which is pretty normal. He's entered at 150.77. Josh is entered at 158.61. And Parker entered at 201.37. Now, these are season best times, not necessarily personal best times. Here comes Sullivan again, 150.77. He's going to be pretty close. And he's going to touch at 150.32. What a nice swim. Good season best for him. Josh coming in at 157.81. Season best as well. And Parker at 201.51. Up next is the junior varsity of the 200-yard IM, event number 5. In lane number 3 will be Spencer Rudd. In lane number 4 will be Alex Hoff. This is event number 5, the boys 200-yard IM, junior varsity, 1 heat. A little bit of a hitch there in lane number 4. And it looks like Mike called him on it. So sorry, Hoffs. I think they got a DQ on Alex for the little hitch on the start there. In lane number 3 is Spencer Rudd. In lane number 4 is Alex Hoff. Spencer with the early lead here in the backstroke. Alex hanging tough with him here. Oh, yeah, I got so flustered by having to do both things here, Jen Smith, that I totally forgot about the scoreboard. That was terrible of me. Let me get that bad dog up here. There it is. How about that? Thank you for reminding me. All right, we still got Spencer out in the lead here in lane number 3. He's still got about a body length on Alex. And still about the same body length lead on Alex at this point, both turning into their final 50, the freestyle. Spencer entered at 225.94, and Alex entered at 225.71. Alex making a run on Spencer here is going to make it a tight one. Oh, it's going to be close. I think Spencer's going to get him in the end at 223.04, a great in-season time, and 223.63 for Alex for that 200 IM. Both are season best times. Congratulations. Up next is your varsity heat of the 200 IM. Lane number 3, Jacob Olson. Lane number 4, Evan Kinseth. And lane 5, Brennan Worth. This is event number 6, the boys 200-yard IM varsity, 1 heat. This is, I believe, I could be wrong. Maybe he swam early on in the season. I don't quite remember. But this might be Brennan's first individual event for this season. So it's great. Again, great to see him back before sections. Evan's got the lead after the butterfly here. Followed by Jacob, followed by Brennan. Evan making his turn on the backstroke. And into the breaststroke here. Jacob passing the flags. He's going to turn right now into the breaststroke leg. As is Brennan. Let's see if Brennan makes up any time here. He's going to be a little bit out of shape, but he's still got a very good breaststroke. So we'll see how he does here up against Jacob. Evan's got a pretty good lead. I don't think he's going to give this up, so he's going to leave him alone for a few seconds. All right, makes his turn. He's got 50 yards left to go. He looks like he's trying to go under 2 minutes here. That would be something. He's never done that before. Jacob makes his turn, 2 lengths left. Brennan makes his, 2 lengths left as well. Evan entered at 2 minutes, .23. Brennan, 2:14.10. And Jacob at 2:11.90. And Evan's going to be close, and he does. 1:59.73. And Jacob coming in lane number 3 at 2:10.22. And Brennan at 2:15.53. Good swims. Maybe make Jake nervous again. I don't know. Could be scary. Up next is the boys' 50-yard freestyle junior varsity. Lane number 2, Jonas Kottsmith. 3, Jagger Thompson. 4, Michael Hokinson. And 5, Josh Marwa. This is event number 7, the boys' 50-yard freestyle junior varsity, 1 heat. Jonas entered at 28.19, Jagger 27.3, Michael 26.48, and Josh at 27.70. Again, all season times, in-season times. And out there in lane number 4, Michael's going to touch first at 26.37. A little bit of a drop there. Awesome. Up next is event number 8. This is the varsity heat of the 50-yard freestyle. Lane 2 will be Charlie Banta, 3, Josh Sikorsky, 4, Matthew Warwig. Lane 5, Carter Sikorsky. This is event number 8, boys, 50-yard freestyle varsity, heat 101. Matthew entered at 24:42 here. Let's see how he does. He's going to take this one, 23:76. Yeah, they're going to make Jake nervous again. That's for sure. Touching second, 25:83 is Josh Sikorsky, so he's right on his time. Third, 25:98 is Carter, besting his in-season time by 1/100th of a second. And Charlie Banta in lane number 2 at 26:55, so just a little bit off. But again, the more nervous Jake is, the better, because they're swimming very well under tough circumstances. So we are going to have about our 7 to 10 minute break. I wouldn't go away too far, because they're always they always finish before I think they will. Great to see the scores out of these divers like we do. Again, Zach at 113. He's a 7th grader. Will Kerrigan's a sophomore. He's the old man of the bunch at 130.2. And Lucas Gerton, an 8th grader at 223.42. So the diving program here at Rosemount has a lot to look forward to over the next 2 to 5 years, with Zach only being a 7th grader, Lucas only being an 8th grader. And I'm sure Will's going to have a great 2 years coming up. So, as I mentioned, we have Jonas as our senior spotlight tonight. And I will get him up on the screen here momentarily. There he is. Handsome young man. Jonas Cottsmith, of course, a captain. Post-graduation plans. He's going to attend the University of Wisconsin La Crosse. Pursue pre-physician's assistant or possibly major in exercise, sports science, or chemistry. Hobbies and activities outside of swimming. There's that common denominator right there, which is the play video games and listen to music. Favorite stroke is the breaststroke. Best memory from Rosemount High School boys swim and dive, kicking the wedge off of the starting block at the beginning of a race into Owen Benson at last year's alumni meet. That did happen. Sometimes that happens with the pins on the back of those fins. They just break or they come loose, and you can shoot that thing across the tile. What I'm most proud of, being able to see improvements in my swimming over the last 4 years in high school. Excellent. So that is your senior spotlight for tonight. That is Jonas Cottsmith. We'll leave that up for a few minutes here while they cool down. And before we move on to the 100-yard butterfly. put the diving in perspective a little bit. The boys' record for 6 dives, Steve Schlitz back in 1992. There's my voice again. I really need to practice more. Steve Schlitz back in 1992 at 280.45. And you have Lucas, an 8th grader, with basically 4 years left to go at 223.42. So watch that record board. The pool record is 293.65. That was a diver out of Egan. I don't know the date, but it was a diver out of Egan, last name McLean. So keep an eye on these boys. They've got plenty of time to make those kinds of numbers. Yeah, Allison, they did come to swim tonight. Man, like I said, I had a conversation with Jake last week after the meet, and he was surprised. But I think a lot of this is, a lot of these boys are getting into shape. Some of them don't swim during the, off season. And so as they get into better and better shape, their times really, really start to come down. And then they just blow the doors off it at JV Champs or sections. So if I was Jake, I wouldn't be nervous. I would be happy to see what I'm seeing, knowing that they're doing so well and yet still extremely beat down. But yes, they did come to swim tonight. They're all doing very, very well. Showing off for Principal Roback and Dr. Tim Convoy down there. Hang around after. We are doing the seniors with their parents, and the senior speeches will be done by the juniors. That's always interesting. Been definitely some very interesting senior speeches in the past, but that will be done. The senior speeches will be done at the starting block side of the pool, so to your left, and then the presentation of the rows from the swimmer to the parent will be on your right at the other side of the pool. I'm going to have 2 cameras, so one on the senior speech side and one on the parent side, and hopefully it will work. I'm going to see what kind of magic I can do, but no guarantees. We'll do the best we can. Coming up next, event number 12. Cool down is still going on, so it'll be a few more minutes. It'll be the 100-yard butterfly varsity. There's only going to be one heat of this event. Lane 2 will be Ethan Ockwig. Lane 3 will be Josh Cobian. Lane 4, Jacob Olson. And lane 5, Spencer Rudd. All right, we'll get the last swimmer out of the pool here. We'll have Mike Newman give us a thumbs up momentarily. And here we go. This is event number 12, the boys 100-yard butterfly varsity. There is one heat. Turning first out there in lane number 4 is Jacob Olson. Josh Colby on right on his tail. And Spencer Rudd as well, hanging right in there in lane number 5. Jacob is going to turn first in lane number 4 at 27.94. Still got about a half a body length lead. And then Josh has about a half a body length on Spencer Rudd as well. The key to the butterfly. Timing, kick. Too many kids drop that kick and leave all their shoulders to do all of the work. Now there we go. Jacob Olden opening up a little bit here. And he's going to come in at 58.92. Entered at 58.32, so he's right where he wants to be. Josh at 1 minute, 0.62, so he's down almost 2 full seconds from the season best. Lane number 5, Spencer, was entered at 106.35. And Ethan entered at 111.08. He drops a full 2+ seconds on that one as well. Great swims. This is event number 13, the boys 100-yard freestyle junior varsity. There is 1 heat. We've got Charlie Banta in lane number 3 and David Goodburn in lane number 4, both seniors. Charlie entered at 1 minute, 0.21, and David entered at 57.52. David making the first turn. Out in lane number 4. Turning at a 27.17. Keep up that pace. He's going to break that 1 minute mark here. And here comes David, looking very good. Lane number 4 at 56.25. What a very nice time there. And Charlie in lane 3 at 1 minute, 0.77. So he is right there on his time as well. It's the varsity heat again of the 100-yard freestyle. Lane number 3, Josh Sikorsky. Lane 4, Quinlan Schroeder. And lane 5, Sawyer Smith. All freshmen. Great start there by Quinlan. Quinlan's got the early lead here. Right there in lane number 4, battle for second between Josh and Sawyer. Making their turns pretty close to the same time. Quinlan out in 25.59. Holding tough here. Quinlan's entered at 55.08. Josh Sikorsky at 55.45. And Sawyer Smith at 57.55. And Quinlan, 53.54. Jake has got to be happy. For sure. These boys are killing it. 56.09 for Josh. 55.70 for Sawyer. Wow. All right. Up next is our 500 freestyle. Lane 3, Sullivan Labno. Lane 4, Evan Kinseth. And lane 5, Parker Pedersen. Just waiting for the counters here. And we will get on with the 500 freestyle. 20 lengths of the pool. All right, I've got the thumbs up. Here we go.
Event number 16, the boys 500-yard freestyle varsity, one heat.
All right, coming into the first 100, 4 lengths down. Evan's going to be turning here at 52.55 for the first 100. Sullivan at 55.09 for the first 100. And Parker making his turn at 1:01.31 for that first 100. All right, 200 yards down. Parker making his turn here. 32.12 in lane number 5. Evan making his turn at the halfway point. As is Sullivan just now, making his turn halfway. And Parker making his turn at 10 lengths. 10 to go for Parker. Evan turning at 29.37. Jake trying to get him going a little bit here. Sullivan turning at 30.90. And Parker out in lane number 5, turning at 32.93. Six lengths left to go for Sullivan, 5 left to go for Evan. All right, 4 lengths left for Evan here. Parker's got 6 to go. Sullivan coming up on length number 16 as well. He'll have 4 left at this turn. And there is the bell lap. Evan's got 2 lengths left to go. Parker's got 4 left to go. Sullivan will have 2 left at this turn right here. All right, Evan is going to touch it. 4:43.72. 4:43.72. And here comes Sullivan. Sullivan is entered at 5:05.19. He is going to be under that at 5 minutes point. 3.8. Good swim for him. And Parker entered at 5:25.35. He should be under that as well. And he is at 5:21.72. 5:21.72 for Parker. Up next will be event number 18, the boys 200-yard freestyle relay varsity. There is only one heat. Leading off in lane number 3 will be Alex Hoff. Leading off in lane 4 will be Quinlan Schroeder. And leading off in lane number 5 will be Charlie Banta. Now in lane number 4 is Josh Cobian. In lane number 3 is Spencer Rudd. And in lane number 5 is Josh Marwa. In lane number 4 on the third leg is Josh Sikorsky. In lane number 5, Braden Hertzberg. And in lane number 3, Michael Hokinson. Now in the water in lane number 4, Sullivan Labno. In lane number 3, Parker Pedersen. And in lane number 5, Jagger Thompson. Sullivan cruising along right here. Going to bring his team into a 140.42. Lane number 3 at 147.94. And lane number 5, Jagger Thompson, 151.96. Up next is going to be event number 19, the boys 100-yard backstroke. This will be the junior varsity heat. Lane number 3 is going to be Ethan Ockwig. And lane number 4, David Goodburn.
Event number 19, boys 100-yard backstroke, junior varsity, one heat.
David entered at 105.42 as a season best time. And Ethan entered at 117.93. David was out at 30.55. If he can hold it together, he should best that time. He's got to get that turnover going. Looks good. About 8-9 yards left to go. He's at 1 minute right there. And I believe he is going to go under that 105, and he does at 103.71. Again, Ethan entered at 117.93. Lost his kick a little bit here. Turns it on at the last second. And at 120.66. Up next is the varsity heat of the 100-yard backstroke. We've got Sawyer Smith in 3, Matthew Warwick in 4, and Carter Sikorsky in 5.
This is the number 20 boys 100-yard backstroke varsity heat 101.
If you were watching last week, you would have seen Matthew Warwick swim a backstroke out of his mind. Got a personal best, of course, on top of that season best. So we'll see how he does tonight after that. Matthew with the early lead out there in lane number 4. Nice, strong, smooth stroke. Carter looks good up in lane number 5. It's gotten stronger and stronger as the season goes. 27.43 for the split for Matthew. Sawyer at 31.95 and Carter at 31.31. Comes Matthew in, and he's gonna go under again at 55.02. What a swim. Big smile again there. Carter's gonna touch second at 104.33. So he drops some time. And then we got Sawyer in 3 at 104.96, and he is right on his time. Wow, great swim. Nice job to all those boys, Matthew especially. Up next is event 21, the junior varsity heat of the 100-yard breaststroke. Lane 2 is going to be Alex Hoff. Lane 3, Josh Marwa. 4, Braden Hertzberg. And 5, Jagger Thompson. Now we got outside smoke with Jagger Thompson on lane number 5. He's got the lead by about a body length right now. See what the second 50 brings here. See if he can hold on. Makes his turn at 35.90. Got about 1.1 seconds on the rest of the group. 1 to 2 seconds on the rest of the group. Is holding tough right now. Jagger entered at 120.58. Alex doesn't have a time. Josh Marwa in lane 3 at 120.48. And Braden Hertzberg in lane number 4 at 119.60. Tightened up a little bit here, but Jagger is trying to hold on the best he can. Stroke is shortened up just a little bit. but does take it at 117.68. Followed by 117.77 with Braden. At third position is 118.89, and that is Josh Marwa. And first time swim maybe this season, 122.08 for Alex Hoff. Up next will be the varsity heat of the 100-yard breaststroke. Brennan Worth in 3, Quinlan Schroeder in 4, and Jonas Kottsmith in 5. Brennan, a junior, at 108.69. Quinlan, freshman, 103.20. That was his season best, I think, 2 meets ago. And then Jonas at 115.39, senior. Quinlan out to the early lead here in 4, turns at 30.40. Looks like he's going for it again. Brennan turning at 32.77, followed by Jonas at 35.51. If they can all hold it together here, they're going to drop some time. Again, Quinlan entered at 103.2. That is a season best time. And he's going to be a little bit off that, but not by much. 104.36 for Quinlan. Brennan at 110.05. And Jonas at 1:15.78. So all of them right there on their times. All right, up next is going to be the 400-yard freestyle relay. There's a junior varsity heat followed by the varsity heat. Starting off in lane number 3 will be Ethan Ockwig, and in lane number 4 will be Michael Hokinson. Of course, each swimmer swims 4 lengths of the pool. 100-yard freestyle each, the 4x100 free relay. Thank you again for joining us tonight. This is the second to last regular season meet for 2021 in the shortened season. Next week will be Egan. Always a powerhouse, always a good race. So we'll see how we do against them. And then after that is JV champs, followed by sections, followed by state. In the water now is Braden Hertzberg in lane number 3, and in lane number 4, Charlie Banta. Lane number 4 is an all-senior 400 free relay. Michael Hokinson, Charlie Banta, David Goodburn, and Jagger Thompson. In the water now in lane number 4 is David Goodburn. And now swimming in lane number 3, Josh Marwa. All right, David finishing up his third leg. Lane number 4 now, Jagger Thompson. Now swimming in lane number 4, the anchor leg in lane 4 is Jagger Thompson. Josh Marwa finishing up here. Mr. Alex Hoff on the anchor leg. Now swimming in lane number 3 is Alex Hoff. Alex looking good at his first 50 there. 27.7. It's nice and strong. And Jagger finishing up for his team in lane number 4 at 4:02.58. 4:02.58 for that senior group. Not bad there. Everybody splitting out about a 1 minute, 0.5 or so per 100. Comes Alex, and he is going to touch at 4:20.10. All right, our final event for the night was the 400 free relay. This is the varsity event. In lane number 3, leading off will be Parker Pedersen. And in lane number 4, get ready, Allison. Here comes Matthew Warwig. Referee Mike Newman giving them a little bit of time to rest between events. School record in the 400 free relay set back in 1999, 3:11.73. And then the pool record was set by Minnetonka at 3:12.80. Fast times. This is event number 24, the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. This is the varsity event, heat 1 of 1. In the water now in lane number 3 is Parker Pedersen, and in lane number 4, Matthew Warwig. Again, if you wish to stick around after, we're going to be a few minutes kind of getting set up for senior night, but we will be recognizing the senior swimmers and parents shortly after the conclusion of the meet tonight. Holy cow, I'm having problems. Sorry about that. My daughter watches this back and makes fun of me when I come home about all my voice cracks. I swear I'm the eternal Peter Brady. All right, here comes Matthews. Got about a half a pool length left. And touches at 53.36. And Sullivan Labno into the water. Swimming now in lane number 4, Sullivan Labno. And in lane number 3, Sawyer Smith. Sawyer making his turn. He's got 2 lengths left to go. When Sullivan touches, Jacob Olson will be going into the water on the 3rd leg. And when Sawyer touches, Carter Sikorsky will be going in. All right, here comes Jacob on his final few yards of his 3rd leg. Evan Kinseth will be following him on the anchor leg. Now in lane number 4 on the anchor leg is Evan Kinseth. Carter finishing up here. He's got about 5 yards left to go, and Josh Cobian is going to be the anchor in lane number 3. And now in lane number 3 on the anchor leg is Josh Cobian. We are going to leave the live stream going, so you're going to see the cameras move around a bit. I apologize, but we do need to get ready for senior night and all the senior festivities. All right, here comes Evan. He's going to touch for his team at 3:28.91. Josh making his final turn. He got 25 yards left to go. Crowd going crazy for the senior. And he touches at 3:53.37. All right, that concludes the swimming portion for tonight. We've got some setup and things to do, but it is senior night. We will be recognizing the senior boys and their parents, so stick around. It is going to be live streamed as well, so you can go back and watch it again and tear up. So give us a few minutes to get set up, and we'll get moving on that. I think for the first time this year, you will see the giving out of the pool water. The seniors give out the pool water to the, I believe, top 4 who they think did the best job tonight. Like Charlie Banta got one tonight. Sounds like maybe David got one. And I don't know who got the 4th one. So we're getting ready for senior night. And we'll start off. I have no idea how we're starting off. Jake is running the show, so I've got a camera on Jake. And then as the boys go down, I will switch over. To the parent cam. And we'll go from there. Hopefully you guys can hear it okay. I've got a headset down there, so we're hoping that with him using the mic and that headset being close by, we should be able to hopefully be able to hear him. So we'll give it a few minutes to finish getting set up, and we'll be right back with you.
seniors going to come down. Parents of seniors will meet their athlete on the far end of the pool by the bleachers. Seniors, if you can stage yourself on the channel in the pool after you've done your parent rope climber handoff, we appreciate that. So, first I would like to say just a couple of words. Just up boys. I just want to say a couple of words on behalf of myself and Coach Jackie When I first came to high school swimming in ninth grade, I was not very
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for senior night for tonight. 8 seniors, class of 2021, all great kids. Actually, pretty good speeches this year. Parker wasn't lying about Jagger's speech last year. That was 2 minutes of pure hilarity by Jagger. But Tamerlan Cobian, ladies and gentlemen. Tamerlan Cobian, right there. Tamerlan Cobian, thank you very much. Anyway, that is it for this evening. Again, we are next week, 5 p.m. for Egan High School. That will be the last meet of the regular season. Again, we will be followed by JV Champs, Sections, and State. There will be more info emailed out about that by Jake, I am sure. And with that, from Minnesota all the way to Australia, I say good night and have a great weekend.